Okay, this is where things go from bad to worse. All right, we all know about the debt ceiling, and of course, I don't know all the ins and outs, because they're so secretive about the information they want the American people to have access to. But I do know this: anything that they do, it cannot be for the benefit for us as a people. But here comes a shocker to many people out there who have worked all their lives in order to have a retirement account or to get retirement. Look at this. Headlines right here. All right. Look what it says right here. And this is on Good Morning America. Listen to this. The biggest victim of the debt ceiling deal. You ready for this? Your retirement. So you mean to tell me that all the people who work all their lives in order to save a retirement, now they're dipping in your retirement kitty in order to fund the national debt? Well, let's see what it says right here. Let's go ahead and read. The catfight in Congress over the debt ceiling aren't just an inside the Beltway problem. They already they're already a Wall Street problem, and they're becoming a Main Street problem. There was little to celebrate Wednesday night after the Senate passed the legislation to reopen the government until January and raise the debt ceiling until February. For a good reason. Not only did the entire shameful debacle cost the U.S. $24 billion so far and undermine our standing in the world economy, both of which could have lasting economic effects. Ain't no could have to it. It is going to have economic effects. And not only that, the next time they really really kick it up, they just did it for a short period of time. It's going to downgrade our credit rating even the more so. We've already been downgraded once. You watch and see. I know that many of you people don't understand what's going on. I know you don't. But I'll try my best. If you have ears to hear. But I know that many people are dull of hearing. Let me go ahead and get back to this right here. Anyway, they say it could have lasting effects, but nearly everyone from Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democratic Massachusetts, to Clinton-era Labor Secretary Robert Reich, to shut down Booster, Republican, or Representative John Fleming, Republican of Louisiana, and shut down Blaster, Representative Peter King, Republican, New York, agrees that the deal accomplished little in the long term. The U.S. may still face a downgrade from a major credit rating agency, an action already taken by the Chinese agency. And everyone expects to rehash many of the same issues after the holiday. And while the chattering class yammers on about the damage to the Tea Party brand and their future in the Republican establishment, they are blinded to the real problem that continues economic uncertainty and could have in store for the average American. Economic uncertainty of its kind will invariably lead to market instability, which means that the average American's retirement savings could well take a marked hit as their elected officials continue their legislative can-kicking exercise well past whatever that word is, field schedule emergency. I don't know what that word is. I've never seen that word in my life. PUNXSUTAWNEY. All right. Let me scroll down here. It's getting ready to get real interesting. Now look at this. Most folks with retirement accounts know from hard experience earned during the Great Recession that market fluctuations and a bad economy will hurt their retirement accounts. The steep decline in traditional pension plans, only 29% of civilian workers even have access to traditional pension plans, means that most Americans' retirements are increasingly beholden to the whims of the market, which, after the last couple of years, the increasingly beholden of the whims of legislation body, either unable or unwilling to govern with the best interest of the countries in mind. What do I say? What do I, and how do I say it? I know I'm just going to keep on reading. The last downgrade sparked the previous debt ceiling crisis, wiped out between 5 to 7% of the stock market's value, which was the biggest loss since 2008 crisis. Now, we have to ask ourselves, how in the world can the Dow be at 15,000 and the S&P sitting where it is right now, considering that the fundamentals of this country has never changed, and all we continue to keep doing is expanding the debt? I mean, nobody's investing in the country. All the corporations are offshore. Every time they tell you that GDP is growth is all this other stuff is taking place and jobs are being added, they're not telling you that it's being added abroad and not here in this country, because there's no jobs being created in this country whatsoever at all. And the theater is just getting nerve-wracking nowadays. It really truly is. And I have enough sense to be nerve-wracked, where a lot of people don't have any sense at all to even be concerned. Because most people can't see the forest for the trees and don't understand what's going on. And I can tell you one thing, Pastor Dow and the saints of the Most High here at Straightway, we can't be providing a living for everybody out there in the world. All I can do is give you wisdom. And that's just the truth. I mean, that's all it's to it, because this is going to have some serious ramifications, very serious ramifications. Basically, what they're saying is that we can't get any money anywhere else, so we're going to start hitting your retirement account. So just when you think that you are going to have a nest egg of safety, and you think things are going to continue to keep running the way they are, I keep telling you over and over and over again, tangible assets, gold and silver. That way you don't have to worry about nobody dipping in your kitty. Well, Pastor Dow, they may come confiscate it if you let them. If you let them. Anyway, where is it at? Interest rates on short-term treasury bonds are already rising because of what Citigroup chief executive Michael Cobart called Congress dangerous flirtation with the debt ceiling. In other words, the political brinksmanship in which some on Capitol Hill increasingly wish to engage isn't just causing the problems with poll takers, it's causing all of us problems in our wallets. And of course, I'm for those little small fry people. That's why I try my best to tell you that you need to start doing what I suggest. And I'm only making suggestions. You need to start storing food. You need to start buying bullets and a bunch of guns. But you know what? Guns are no good without bullets. And you need to start investing in tangible assets, providing that you have a good food storage. Because I'm going to tell you right now, most people can't cut it with the type of work that we do here on the community. I mean, that's just all there's to it. You just cannot do it. But you better learn how to live with people who can work, because I'm telling you, it's utterly amazing. Congressional leaders are playing dangerous games with their constituents' money, their livelihoods, and their retirement savings. On Wednesday, all of Congress did was flip over the hourglass on the game of chicken that cost the economy $24 billion. You mean to tell me all this dog and pony show, all this grandstanding and stage playing didn't do nothing but just create an additional $24 billion of the alleged government shutdown, which all of them are going to get back pay? All they had was an extended vacation. I told you. And left America's future up in the air. And by doing so, may cause some of our hard-earned retirement savings to disappear into it. Ain't gonna cause it, it will. Let me go ahead and paint the picture so people can understand, so when it does happen, that you'll remember my words, because your conscience, records everything. All you people that think you're working for a retirement, you can go ahead and kiss it goodbye, because government can't produce anything. They can only take, and they're going to start taking money from every source they can. Why? Because you live here in America. You live on the King's land. And the King's land is not here in America. It's still over there, the King of England, or the Queen of England, or the Crown. It says this article originally appeared on credit.com. This work, in my opinion, in the comments in no way affect the opinions of ABC News. Well, anyway, nobody wants to take credit for what's going on. But I'm going to try to include a link down there below. But, hey, the future's not looking bright. The future's looking pretty black. And if you don't prepare for it, you deserve exactly what you get. And sad to say, many people are not preparing for it. What a sad, sad commentary. What a shame. What a country, huh?